Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. Okay, so something doesn't make sense with your question because you're stating that you entered with a notice to appear by Mexico. Okay, what that means, the notice to appear, is that deportation proceedings, removal proceedings have begun, and you're going in front of the judge in order to try to fight your case. Now, if you're going in front of the judge to fight your case, you are not going to the NVC, which is the National Visa Center, in order to consulate process. That doesn't mean that if you end up in removal proceedings, you might not eventually have to consulate process. But first things first, you have to fight the NTA. If you entered with an NTA by Mexico, it is likely that you're applying for asylum. It's also likely you may or may not be from Mexico. I don't know, but you would apply for asylum, withholding of removal, with Convention Against Torture. Try to get any one of those, preferably asylum, because if you did get that, you would be able to get the green card eventually. And of course, you wouldn't consulate process. You can't even consular process for asylum. It's not possible. Okay, if you lose and you end up having to leave, the question then is if you are inadmissible, under what basis? If you had a valid asylum case the entire time you were here, but you just lost, then you haven't accrued any unlawful presence days. And if you're going to consular process, leave under voluntary departure, but then consular process from, for example, a spouse or parent or employment, whatever it is, you won't have to do the waiver of the 10-year bar, and you're not inadmissible as far as that goes. However, if you committed crimes, if you committed fraud upon entry, if you have multiple illegal re-entries, there's a whole plethora of items that could make you inadmissible. And certainly by the mere fact you have an NTA and fighting your case by no means tells me how or if you are inadmissible should you consular process, and it further doesn't tell me why you would need to consular process. You want to try to win at the immigration court level, and you may need to appeal that. It all depends. Okay? All right.